Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I did a little sewing in December. Let me show you what I made. I made 2 dresses for Dress a Girl Around the World. I have promised myself to make 1 dress a month for the next 12 months, but in December I got a chance to make 2. This fabric here I got from Joann's. I used it to make a muslin of the scrub top for my sister's scrub top, and I didn't like the actual look or fit of it. So I reused it again and made this cute little dress. This is the A-line pattern by Thoughtful Creativity, and the pockets are the reinforced pocket tutorial by Jen from Today Inside Jen's Sewing Room. This one turned out so super cute. This was a thrifted tablecloth that I purchased. I tried to make a like an ugly sweater top for a workout session that I had with Madi from Madi Sews, and instead I made this really super cute little dress using the same pattern. I put the ruffle on the bottom of this one, the same reinforced pockets. The fabric was a little on the sheer side, so I basted a lining to the body of the front and the back, and treated it as one piece when I sewed it, so I think it worked out really, really well. I used single fold bias tape for the ties, the keyhole, and the armbands there, and the armholes on both dresses. I think the dresses came out super cute. Also in December, I worked on a couple of scrub hats for my sister who is a nurse. She sent me this fabric to make her a scrub top. That was in last month's video, and I will post it right up here. Now she wants the matching hats to go with them. I made 2 different styles. This one ties in the back. This one is a bonnet with the elastic around it. Both were really super simple and real great scrap busters, and they were both tutorials that I found right here on YouTube. Next is a UFO that I worked on. It's Simplicity 8875. Simplicity 8875. I made View D, the shorter version with the flutter sleeves. I cut a size 10. The trunk portion of this dress was very long and very narrow for me. After reading some of the reviews on Pattern Review, I found that many of the sewers had the similar issue where the trunk was very, very narrow. I took the dress apart. I had to cut the skirt portion of it. I cut it 1 inch shorter in the trunk to bring the hip and waist up to where my hip and waist was. I reattached it to the bodice. I reattached the zipper, and it seemed to work well. I think it's still not 100%, but it was wearable. I wore it to church and everybody loved it. I used a blind stitch for the hem. I love the flutter sleeves on this dress, and I love the vintage style of the dress with this fabric that I got from Joann's. I think I was able to save the dress. Comment below and tell me what you think. I finished up this jacket. It's the Little Something jacket by CNT Pattern Company. This was from a class, a sewing class that I took at my local sewing machine shop. I used a very lightweight, almost shirting fabric. I made this more to get a good feel of the fit of this type of a garment. The pattern instructions were clear, and the garment is easy to assemble. There are no closures on this jacket. I cut the long sleeve version and the shorter version of this jacket. I think I like the length of the jacket. The long sleeves I didn't care for. So right now I've rolled them up to about a 3/4 sleeve and cuffed them that way. I may make it again, but perhaps a drapier fabric. I think it looks great with the white jeans and the white tank top that I paired it with. Next is Simplicity 8787. Simplicity 8787. I made this dress a couple of years ago also, and I forgot about it actually. When I pulled out the pattern, I saw that I had cut it before. This time I cut it a little smaller. I used a beautiful deep maroon stretch velvet that I got from Joann's a couple of years ago. This dress, for being an easy dress, it's a little fiddly, and it may have been the fabric. The neckline, I had to take it off and reinstall it again. I had to cut it a little bit smaller than what was recommended by the pattern. And it still gives me like a cross between a boat neck and a little tiny funnel neck, I guess is the only way I can say it. Plus, you know, I didn't want to risk crushing the velvet, so I tried not to press it as much. Whenever I did press it, I used a towel, a really fluffy towel on my ironing board, and I went really light with the heat and steam. The front of the dress is cut and then gathered all the way over to the right side, and you also attach a strip of elastic to hold the gathers in place. But because it's draped in the front, you'll notice that the front of the dress hangs lower than the back of the dress. So that made it a bit challenging for me to hem the dress. When it came time to hem the dress, it was a bit challenging because I had to try to figure out where was the true hemline in the front. And that's because it's gathered and it kind of sits up onto your waist there. It's a great dress to wear if you're going to go to some sort of a banquet and you know you're going to eat a lot. I think you have lots of room to grow in that dress. I don't know if it's the fabric that I chose or the gathering in the front, but the dress gives me the vibes of some old velvet drapes from, I don't know, a theater or something. That's the vibe it gives me. But it's a beautiful color. It's a great little dress. It's a quick sew if you need a party dress. This is a really good pattern to go to. If you're looking for some quick and easy makes, click on this video here and I'll meet you there.